any worries about in the secondary.
You don't have Cromartie anymore.
No, but I'm okay with that. I mean, I still have questions about Apple, but if they're willing to give him another chance and he's taking it seriously, if he shows improvements, I can deal with that. Because ideally, the way that you would set it up is you'd have Jenkins on the number one receiver. Number two, you'd have Eli Apple and make sure that Landon Collins is over the top for help. Because all Landon Collins has to do is deliver a shoulder and bail him out a couple of times. But I do expect the defense to be better. I mean, we'll have to see what they come out with. But assuming the offense stays healthy, the good news is they won't have to play 80% of every game.
No, because Saquon Barkley, now that they have a running back, and Orleans Darkwa wasn't a terrible running back.
No,
it's just
he's
not
no
an
Saquon
every
Barkley.
down back.
Yeah, he's no Saquon Barkley. And then furthermore, Gallman behind Saquon isn't bad. Neither is Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan Stewart has been remarkably average for like 10 years in the NFL, which is insane. Because running backs don't last long, but Jonathan Stewart's like, yeah, I'm just a guy. I'm here. Run the ball.
Yeah,
I'll catch it every once in a while.
Yeah, he was good for.
Are you
going
to do some flashy plays? We'll see.
I'll run.
I'm gonna run. I'll see what happens. I get a lane. I'll take it.
All right.
Can't promise you anything.
And then this is where I think we're going to have the best discussion. Odell Beckham Jr. gets fucking paid.
A lot.
A lot of money.
Bang,
Is he
dude,
worth?
bang.
Is he worth that money realistically? I don't think he's the best wide receiver in the NFL.
I think he will be. At where you paid him, he will be. Because he is the highest paid wide receiver right now. Until the next one gets paid.
And which is
always going to be the case. It's always going to be the case in the NFL. Everyone's going to be trying to raise the bar. I think they appeased him by making him this offer. They gave him a lot of money guaranteed. They gave him the 5 years that he wanted, and they gave him the ability to say he was the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL, nearing almost quarterback money. Clearly not quarterback money, but pushing the realm further towards that. And that's what Odell Beckham wanted. Do I think he's going to be worth it in the end after 3 years of what his contract is, seeing where all the other contracts go? He probably will be worth it. Because there's very few guys that can turn a 3-yard slant route into 97 yards to the house. But he can do it. Like, his main ability is the fact that he can catch a slant route anywhere on the field. And there is the chance that he's gone.
Yeah.
Which, you can't say that about most wide receivers.
Maybe two.
Yeah, but there's not a lot that have that kind of
They're
speed.
running backs, not even wide receivers.
For the most part, they are, yeah.
Yeah,
but
like,
he can do that. But he can also... What I like about him is he's never going to be the guy that's going to try and out-jump you for the ball. That's rarely going to be his
he's
case.
just going to try and one-hand you.
But the fact that he runs the routes the way he does in sticks and moves is huge in this league. This league, I don't care. Everyone wants to talk about size and strength and everything like that. That's great. But separation makes or breaks this entire league.
I mean, Antonio Brown's not huge. Julio Jones is really big.
No, but Julio Jones is
AJ
really
Green's big.
AJ Green's big.
DeAndre Hopkins is big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Josh Gordon's built like a house.
Yeah, mansion. Yeah.
Yeah, he's massive. I don't understand how he stays upright.
I don't know, man. Steroids.
He could be a lineman if he felt like it.
He could. Probably could. He might
Except
pound
for
for
you couldn't
pound.
throw over him.
He might pound for pound be the strongest player in the NFL.
Yeah, but you don't have a lot of... You need separation in this league because, again, what's the great phrase for the NFL? This is a game of inches.
Yeah.
And an inch of separation can make all the difference between an open window and a closed one.
And then a quarterback knowing what they're doing, where to put the ball. Yeah.
But if they don't get that separation, I don't care how accurate you are a quarterback. Asterisk one person, Aaron Rodgers. That guy will put a ball through a car window that's barely open.
He's...
I don't understand how he does. Not to mention he's got like a sprinkle of luck on him. Like if there's ever a Hail Mary situation, I kind of want him there because things just seem to work out for him.
They do.
Every time. Is it just me? But every time it seems like he drops back for like a 60-yard Hail Mary and it's like there's a 78% chance this is going to work out.
Yeah, but see, I do question his decision making. He dumped Olivia Wilde for Danica Patrick.
Not Olivia Wilde, Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn. Sorry, you're right. Olivia Munn for Danica Patrick.
Yeah, listen, I don't care about his personal life selections. I mean, on the field, though, the dude is like Zeus of quarterbacks. There's gods, and then there's Zeus.
So he's the god of the gods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, he may not have all the accolades, but you know what? He's still... You can't do what I can do.
Right. Anyways, so
Got into a tangent on the NFC North.
Not projecting into the future of other wide receivers getting paid, just looking strictly at him being the highest paid wide receiver right now. At this moment, is he worth that contract?
To me, as a Giants fan, yes.
You as an NFL fan, let's take the Giants out of it.
Yeah, I think he deserves it. I don't know I think that he deserves it because that's the only way you're going to get the contract done. You weren't going to get the contract done any other way. Because at this point, every wide receiver is going to look to keep upping them each other. Especially if you're in the top 5 wide receivers in the NFL. Which I feel Odell Beckham is a top 5 wide receiver.
He's top 5. I definitely can't put him at number 1.
No, I think Antonio Brown's the best wide receiver in this league. And then you can have the argument between Julio Jones, Hopkins, and OBJ.
I think it's Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, Antonio Brown, AJ Green. Well, no, maybe Odell then AJ Green. So, top 5.
Yeah.
Top
so
5
I think that if you're any one of those 5, when you're looking at contracts, you're going to look to up it. Because I have a feeling that's the same thing that's happening right now with Julio Jones. And quite frankly, I'd rather get the deal done now than Julio Jones get paid and then have to top that deal.
Julio Jones, okay, if you were a general manager and you have to pay one of the two the amount they're looking for, and again, strictly unbiased, Odell Beckham Jr. worth more than Le'Veon Bell? That's where I have a hard time. I think Le'Veon Bell...
That's a hard question because
more.
Le'Veon Bell does more. But my argument would be there's inherently more risk with going with Le'Veon Bell.
He might sit out regardless.
Well, no, the chance that he gets hurt and the wear and tear on his body, like, can you really trust that you're going to get 5 years worth of that contract? Do you know that for a fact? Because we know that the shortest shelf life in this business is running back. There's no argument there.
No, but you do have examples of where it has worked out, and he seems like he's keeping himself in good shape. Like you said, Jonathan Stewart's had a long career.
Right, but
Frank Gore is still going.
True, but I could also see him going the route of...
Barry Sanders.
No, hang on. What is that? What was that asshole's name? Andre Johnson? Mm-hmm. No, was that him? The running back for the Texans for so long?
No, he's a wide receiver.
What the hell was that guy's name?
Arian Foster?
Yes, I can see him going the route of Arian Foster.
Okay.
Where, things start derailing, he decides that he's a vegan, all of a sudden things start snapping.
Yeah.
Running backs, I have inherently a concern, especially if you're a guy that... Le'Veon Bell seems like he's in good shape, but Le'Veon Bell is also, realistically, small the way that the position is heading now. Because you see Todd Gurley, you see Ezekiel Elliott, you see Saquon Barkley. They're going bigger. They're going bigger with the ability to have agility and speed. He has agility and speed, and I think Le'Veon Bell transformed the position because you needed to now be able to do everything. But we're seeing guys that are bigger and more durable. And are you going to get the 5 years out of Le'Veon Bell? Would be my biggest concern. I'm not that concerned about Odell Beckham. I mean, can freak things happen? Yes.
I'm concerned about Odell Beckham because the dipshit looked into the eclipse. Like, he stared directly into the eclipse and then had the audacity to say, how long you ain't supposed to look at it?
Listen, I don't care. There's guys that believe that dinosaurs were never real in this league, okay?
Oh, man. I'm rooting for a flat earther to come to the Knicks.
Goff didn't know where the sun set, and he lived on the West Coast for 4 years.
Christ. Oh, man.
So, we're not setting the bar here really high for intelligence. Let's be honest, the smartest guy probably to ever play in the NFL was Fitzpatrick, okay?
Yeah.
The Giants have a guy who rivals them.
Oh, no,
Zach
actually,
Degassi
sorry. No, there
from
is...
Brown.
Right, but there is a guy who legitimately is now a doctor who wanted to put MD on the back of his jersey. So that guy probably wins.
Oh, he retired.
Whatever.
John Urschel from the Ravens. Yeah, he retired because of the CTE report that came out that we did the show on last year.
Yeah, but I think there's another guy that just got his doctorate degree. He just finished it in the offseason. I think he plays for Kansas City, and he wanted to he wanted to tell the league he wanted MD put on the back of his jersey.
That's great. I'm sure they said
which would have been awesome. Yeah, of course the NFL said no. Are you kidding? They fine you for cleats. You think they're adding letters here? This is a business. You want your letters? $120 per game.
You want to know how he can do that? Legally change his last name.
I guess because they allowed Ocho Cinco to get away with his.
Stupid. But anyways, so
but that would make it more complicated when he leaves the NFL because then his name would be whatever MD.
Yeah. And then finally, the Redskins. What will the Alex Smith-led Redskins look like?
Bad.
Will their defense step up? Do they have any wide receivers with talent?
No.
Will Adrian Peterson make a difference in DC, or is he over the hill?
I think we're undervaluing Adrian Peterson because here's the reason I say this because every time I think that Adrian Peterson is done, I am proven that I am really fucking wrong.
No, he
every
is,
time.
If we were doing a fantasy child abuse draft, he's my number one pick.
Sure, Ray Rice could beat the crap out of him.
No, he's domestic. That's a good point.
You saw the punch he landed.
I did.
We all did.
Redskins, I mean, honestly, they're a flaming pile of shit right now.
They're not good. I think that we're all going to be in a consensus in one thing, and that's them being last in this division.
Well, let's get into that.
You have Brandon Cooks.
I will say one thing that the Redskins have going for them is their D-line. But yeah, other than that,
I will say that is correct, and the other thing they have going for them is they will always be in the headlines for having a racist logo.
That's a good point. Let's go through our predictions now. I'll start. I think the Eagles are still going to win the division. I think that they're going to end up with like an 11-5 record. I think I gave the Giants more credit than you think I did. I still have the Cowboys number 2, 9-7. I have the Giants also at 9-7. Cowboys win tiebreaker. Redskins probably like 3-13.
I have the Eagles winning the division, but not by a lot. It's going to come down to the end. Giants are second, Cowboys third, and the Redskins are the new Browns.
Yeah. What do you think, BB?
Eagles, Giants, Cowboys, Redskins.
What about you, O'Shea?
I'm going to go with the majority here. Eagles, I think, are 11 to 12 win team. Giants and Cowboys are both somewhere between 7-9 and 9-7. I think the Giants come out on top of that. And the Redskins, I don't think, are quite as bad as you guys are saying. I think they are certainly missing some pieces, but they're a middling team. I think they'll get 5 to 6 wins.
Can Ryan Kerrigan play wide receiver or tight end? Well, Jordan Reed's not bad.
No, that might be the best player they have.
Yeah, Alex Smith, he likes tight ends.
Of course he does. It's a safety blanket for him. He only throws high percentage passes. He's made a career out of it, literally.
Yeah, all right.
Don't expect him to win anything big.
So that's our NFC East breakdown. Hey, Tony, you got a rant for this week?
I don't.
You don't have a rant?
No, I wasted all of my energy yelling at you.
It's perfectly fine. All right, let's see.
Although I did feel like there was something I wanted to get. You know what? We'll move on. I may come up with something because there was something that was bothering me earlier today. I'm gonna peruse ESPN because I remember something set me off.
Okay. Now we're moving on to the SEC, the final college football breakdown of the season.
Boo.
Sorry you feel that way.
Boo, SEC, boo.
All right, so the SEC is broken down into 2 divisions. The first one being the East. Last season, Georgia led the East 13-2 overall, 7-1 in conference. South Carolina was second in the division, 9-4 overall, 5-3 in conference, followed by Missouri at 7-6 overall.